The ripple effects of the US-Israeli war on Iran are being felt across the globe. The war has in fact sparked a major debate on energy security in Asian nations. New Delhi has been making efforts to try and overcome the dwindling oil and natural gas supplies through the Strait of Hormuz. Now, the government has called for an all-party meeting on the 25th of March to discuss the ongoing situation. Now, India imports a major share of its oil and natural gas needs. Almost one-third of all of India's total oil imports normally pass through the Strait of Hormuz, and the waterway has now turned into a war zone. Some Indian ships have apparently passed through the strait, but the number is nowhere near the pre-war flow of oil and gas tankers. Now, the Indian Prime Minister has briefed the Parliament on the efforts made by his government to minimize the effects of the war on Indians. However, he said that the war will have a grave impact.
भारत का प्रयास है कि तेल हो, गैस हो, फर्टिलाइजर हो, ऐसे हर जरूरी सामान से जुड़े जहाज भारत तक सुरक्षित पहुंचे। लेकिन इस युद्ध से बनी वैश्विक परिस्थितियां अगर लंबे समय तक बनी रहती है तो गंभीर दुष्परिणाम तय है।
Now, the Prime Minister has also assured the Parliament that India holds enough oil and natural gas reserves to mitigate any crisis. But the Prime Minister's assurances have not convinced the opposition. The leader of the opposition, Rahul Gandhi, said that Narendra Modi has made a structural blunder.
देखिए, ठीक है, ऑल पार्टी मीटिंग बुलाई है, डिबेट होना चाहिए, बट आपने स्ट्रक्चरल गलती कर दी है, आपने पूरा ढांचा उड़ा दिया है। ठीक है, अब उसको आप ठीक नहीं कर सकते हैं, उसको ठीक करने में बहुत टाइम लगेगा और प्राइम मिनिस्टर मोदी तो कर ही नहीं सकते।
And WION Siddhant has been tracking the story very closely for us and has sent us this report. Listen in.
With the war now into its fourth week, the big worry for countries across the world and for India is the escalation in the prices of energy. We know that the Indian government has clearly stated that the focus is on diversification. The Indian Prime Minister has addressed both the houses of the Parliament and talked about an incoming challenge. We know an all-party meeting is slated for tomorrow, but this is a crisis that was in making for weeks now. We know that with an effective closure of the Strait of Hormuz because of the ongoing war, the big worry is LPG. India, of course, has diversified its crude oil imports to almost 40 countries, as the Prime Minister stated in his parliamentary speech. But the worry is also in terms of the high cost of energy that now translates into high cost of transportation, food prices, and that means an inflation that's going to bite into the cost of everything. This is war inflation, something that was predicted when the attack started, when the war started on 28th of February. With video journalist Piyush Siddhant for WION in New Delhi.